Hello and welcome to Big Orbit's Cardfight Vanguard weekly update. My name is James, and this week has been full of Character Booster 2 cards, as well as a handful of Character Booster 3 cards, so there's a lot of different clans being supported this week. One of the triple R's for Character Booster 2 is Spiritual Sword of Rough Deity, Susanoo, a new grade 3 for Oracle Think Tank. He has 3 skills. The first one is Auto on the Vanguard Circle, Generation Break 2, Oracle. At the beginning of your ride phase, look at the top card of your deck and put it to the top or bottom of your deck. Then, Auto on the Vanguard Circle, at the beginning of your ride phase, if you have a face-up card with Amaterasu or Wakahirume in its card name in your G-Zone, you may Soul Charge 1. You may not remember a while back, but there was a Amaterasu G-Guardian that is coming out in the same set as this, being one of the triple R's, which is a very powerful card for Oracle Think Tank. And finally, as an Auto on the Vanguard Circle, Soul Blast 2, during your turn, when your G unit strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. So the biggest problem I'm seeing with the mix of soul charging and drawing is the possibility of decking out becomes very real for oracles. So I'm hoping in this set we'll get some way to shuffle the drop zone into the deck, but this card is still good regardless. It's definitely less aggressive than original Susanoo, but his draw uses a resource that many other of his supporting cards don't use. And you can peek at the top card without using any of your resources, though you do have to be on Oracle at the beginning of your ride phase. This will allow you to strategically work out whether drawing the top card or leaving it as it is would be the best choice for the turn. Deity Spirit Loyalist, Kuma no Kusubi, was a grade 1 unit with Auto on the Rearguard Circle, Oracle. Counterblast 1, when this unit hits a Vanguard during the battle that this unit boosted, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, search for up to 1 card from among them with the Oracle ability, reveal it and put it into your hand, and put the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. If you put a card into your hand, put this unit into your soul. The good thing about this card is that it's pre-G, so you can use this to get the new Susanoo grade 3 if you're stuck with it without it in hand. And your opponent is more likely to allow the attack to go through as it is pre-G, and you tend to want to have some counterblast ready for when you do stride. Astrologer Miss Hayes is a really nice way to maintain good hand size after guarding. As an Auto in Generation Break 1, Soul Blast 1, when this unit is retired from Guardian Circle, if a card was not put into your damage zone during this turn, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. This is a nice bonus to guarding, and although it may not find a way in Susanoo's deck due to the soul being quite useful in that, it might find its way into other Oracle Think Tank decks. Lastly for Oracle Think Tank this week, we have Battle Sister Madeline. As an Auto on the Vanguard Circle, Generation Break 2, Counterblast 1 with Battle Sister in its card name. At the end of your opponent's turn, if the number of your units with Battle Sister in its card name is 3 or more, and the cards in your hand is 3 or less, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. This is pretty good, as it's basically allowing you to draw 2 cards at the beginning of your turn. As well as that, she has Auto on the Vanguard Circle during your turn. When your G unit with Battle Sister in its original card name strides, choose one of your Vanguards, and until the end of turn, it gets Auto on the Vanguard Circle, Soul Blast 1. At the end of the battle that your rear guard with Battle Sister in its card name attacked a Vanguard, if the attack did not hit, you may pay the cost. If you do, countercharge 1. This is very good for a counterblast heavy deck such as Battle Sisters, and I'm going to assume that the stride that's going to come out for Battle Sisters will be very counterblast heavy to allow this card to counter that. As well as Susanoo, we also get the new Big Belly grade 3. He has Auto on the Vanguard Circle, Success 25,000, and Continuous on the Vanguard Circle, Generation Break 2. All your units that are successful get plus 4,000 power. If you have no rear guards, all of your units in hand gain Continuous from hand while paying the cost for stride. This unit gets grade plus 1. So already he has a very solid ability, and unlike his previous form, he is now very flexible. His on-stride is Auto on the Vanguard Circle, Counterblast 1 during your turn. When your G unit stride, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 1 card from your hand with the Success ability, call it to Rearguard Circle, choose one of your rear guards and give it plus 4,000 power until the end of turn. If you do, at the end of your turn, draw a card and retire that unit. This basically fixes most of the problems that original Big Belly had. Abatement Monster Wilking is a nice kaiju card for Dimension Police. As an Auto on the Rearguard Circle, Soul Blast 2, when your Vanguard attacks or is attacked, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's units in the front row and it gets minus 10,000 until the end of the battle. This is really good, as I can see it being used as a defensive measure, and you could use it as offensively, but I feel like it works better as defending. And I hope that Zeal get a good amount of soul charges so they can be the main users of this card, as it does suit their theme a lot more. Silverthorne Dragon Tamer Lukier is back in Character Booster 3, but with a new skill and 11k power. Her first skill is Auto from the Soul. Limit Break 4, Soul Blast one other card with Silverthorne in its card name. At the beginning of your main phase, you may pay the cost. If you do, call this card to Rearguard Circle, and you may have this unit gain plus 3000 power until the end of turn. If you do, at the end of that turn, put this unit into your soul. So if you're cross-ridden, you can bring her out for a turn, get an easy 21k powered attack with a 7k booster, and then she will return to Soul to give your Vanguard a defensive bonus. Then, as an on-stride ability, she has Auto on the Vanguard Circle. During your turn, when your G unit with Silverthorne in its original card name strides, choose one of your Vanguards, and until the end of turn, it gets Auto on the Vanguard Circle. When your unit with Silverthorne in its card name is placed on Rearguard Circle from Soul, that unit gets plus 3000 power until the end of turn. This won't make too much of a big difference with big upright lion turns, but it can help with cards like Clemens to get some extra attacks in. And lastly for this week we have the Grand Blue unit, Moultrie Change. She has Auto or Hollow, and Auto Generation Break 1. Put this unit to the bottom of your deck. When this unit is retired from Rearguard Circle due to the effect of the Hollowed ability, if you have a Vanguard with Night Rose in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, countercharge 1. As well as Auto on the Rearguard Circle when this unit attacks. If you have a Vanguard with Night Rose in its card name, this unit gets plus 2000 power for each of your hollowed units until the end of the battle. The skill is very nice, but the space might be a bit tight for grade 2s in a Night Rose deck. Putting it to the bottom of the deck doesn't hurt too much, as you can find ways to select cards from the deck to put into the drop zone, and you can get a quite buff with the plus 2k, as you could go up to plus 12k with the right field setup. Well, that is all for this week. If you have any questions about the cards or rulings, feel free to leave it in the comment section below and I'll try and answer it as best as I can. And be sure to check next week when I'll be going through the cards shown throughout the next 7 days. So I'll see you next time. Bye.